Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this video will be a little bit different to my usual ones, but I haven't been on a run in ages. I used to run crazy amounts in school and university, but living in the Alps now, it's quite hard to get out and run just because of how cold and icy it gets. Like, look at this. But it feels so good, so good. Another thing I've been focusing on a lot recently is just making these videos, and so far it has been going pretty well, I would say. I've got my first 100 subscribers, which is really cool, so thank you guys so much for checking in on the videos, and yeah, I hope you guys like them and continue to like them. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Now for this video, I was thinking, okay, I have a bunch of hopefully helpful stuff on my channel about school and getting into uni, but this video will be more a video to sort of clear my thoughts now having graduated, and just recent things I've realized having graduated that just might be helpful for some of you too. But yeah, let's keep running. So the first thing I've been thinking about recently is just trying to find purpose. I've now graduated from Oxford. I studied there for 4 years, completed my master's, and now it's over, you know? That's it. It's the first time in pretty much forever where I have the complete freedom to choose my own path. For most of life, the path is pretty much assigned for us. You go through primary school, secondary school, maybe university, and it all makes sense. Each step follows from the previous one. It's a nice straight line between our previous achievements and the next ones. But at some point in life, you now have to make a decision. What is that next step? And the way I've done this is by searching for fulfillment. Having graduated, I've literally been trying to max out fulfillment. Over the summer, after finishing exams, I spent it sailing yachts for clients, which is a great joy of mine. I'm now working as a private chef in the French Alps, and I've recently started making these cool videos. And honestly, it's been great. These all bring me joy and fulfillment. And even though they're quite loosely related to what my degree was about, that's fine. I just want to say that what I have been feeling is not getting into a job straight after university, because if you don't consciously choose a path in life, it will choose itself for you. Now, another aspect of life that I've been thinking about now having graduated is my community. You know, my friends from university all live in London or other cool cities around the world. I'm in France at the moment in a pretty remote location. How do I maintain my community and even grow it now that I've graduated? Again, in early life, you don't have to stress about this. You go to school, there are hundreds of kids in your class. You go to football or swimming training, and again, more people to hang out with. And then at university, there are even more people to meet and clubs to join. There is literally so much opportunity to find your community, and all of a sudden, after you graduate, this kind of just vanishes. Well, it doesn't have to. The reality is everyone does grow up and start building their own lives that you now have to play a smaller part in. But what I've found to be a great way of ensuring that you never lose your friends is just to have good, strong plans. So with my friends from uni, we meet a few times a year in different cities in England for dinners or parties. But what is certain is that every summer they visit me in Croatia for a week, and we just relax there and catch up. And more importantly, just maintain those connections and bonds that we cherished during university. And sometimes that is as much time as anyone can afford for their friends. But that's also okay. It makes the time spent together even more valuable. Let's keep running. Ooh, it's cold. Okay, finally. Before I head inside, because it's absolutely freezing out here, I want to talk about the final and probably biggest qualm that I've been having now since I've graduated. And it's actually probably a result of the first 2 points that I mentioned. 1, not really having a true sense of direction or purpose in life. And 2, the struggle of losing my sense of community a little bit. So the final realization I've been having is I have to be there for myself because no one else will. Having graduated and losing this sense of purpose a little bit, a lot of questions have been coming up in my head, like, you're wasting away your degree, or why didn't you go straight into a job after university? Questions like these come up, and oftentimes I just kind of beat myself up about things and just work against myself. But what I should really be doing, and what I consciously try to do more, is just be kinder to myself. The way I've tried doing this is just thinking, what would my best friend, if they were here, say to me? Or what would I say to my best friend if they were having these doubts? To be honest, sometimes if my best friend talked to me the way that I talk to myself, we would definitely not be friends. So why do I let myself talk to myself that way? There's a lot of myselfs in that sentence, but you know what I mean. We all should be our own biggest fans and supporters in life, and that voice in our head should be your number one fan. So whenever I get these doubts or silly thoughts from the negative voice, I try and consciously counteract that with thoughts like, hey Bartol, Don't worry about it. You're young, you're smart, you figured it out so far, and you'll keep figuring things out. And it does sound very silly, but believe me, it works. 3 things I always try to remind myself of is, am I happy? Yes. Am I happy at least 70% of the day? Yes. And do I feel fulfilled by what I do day to day? Yes. Well, isn't that enough?